having a giggle. I said, yeah, I felt so embarrassed,
Of course you would, yeah.
So I went out the bathroom and I went across to Mrs. Connolly's across the road and asked if I could use her toilet.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you feel a bit daft with somebody looking at the back of you.
Yeah.
She's all right, though, because she's only got a bowl of pansies in her toilet.
A real bowl of pansies or a painting, Dad?
Real painting, Pete.
Oh, that's all right, then. I'll tell you what's even worse, Dad, than the Laughing Cavalier.
What's that, Pete?
Can you think of anything worse?
No,
There
Pete.
is something worse than the Laughing Cavalier, which my Auntie Muriel has. She has the bloody Mona Lisa in her toilet, yes.
That's
dreadful.
Yeah.
That awful sniffy look about her, looking so superior, you know, peering down at you. She looks as if she'd never been to the lab in her life, you know.
I mean, that's the thing about the Laughing Cavalier. At least he has a giggle,
He
doesn't
laughs,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't sit there all prissy.
No, mate, no.
Disapproving of you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's dreadful.
Yeah.
Have you been down to the Rubens?
No.
You haven't seen the Rubens?
No.
One over there.
Is there?
Yes, lovely. He does all the fat ladies with nothing on. Great pink fat ladies.
Yeah.
Except for a tiny little wisp of gauze. Always lands on the appropriate place, if you notice that.
Yeah.
Always the wind blows a little bit of gauze over you know where, down.
Yeah.
See it down there, can't you?
Of course, you know, it must be 1,000,000 to 1 chance, Pete, that the gauze, you know, lands in the right place at the
Course
right
it is,
time
yeah.
when he's painting. I bet there's thousands of paintings that we're not allowed to see where the gauze hadn't landed in the right place.
Yeah.
You know, it's on your nose or something.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if the gauze landed on the wrong place, Dad, you know, landed on the nose or the elbow or somewhere unimportant, what Rubens did was put down his paint and went off to have lunch, probably.
Yeah. Or have a good look. Yeah.
One of the two, yeah. Of course, you don't get gauze floating around in the air these days, do
No,
you?
you
Like
don't.
you did in Renaissance time.
No.
There's always gauze in the air in those days.
Yeah. Of course, similarly, you don't get them Botticelli cherubs
Oh,
about
they're
the
lovely,
place.
little Botticelli
Lovely,
things.
I love them.
They've all gone.
Yeah.
They've died out, of course. They hunted them down for their silken skin, you know, Dad.
No, they couldn't kill them, Pete, because they were immortal.
No, they weren't. They shot them through with arrows through their tiny little bellies, and then their skin was turned into underwear for rich ladies.
Oh, no, really?
What happened?
I reckon they went up to heaven like the angels.
No, they didn't.
Of course, there's no call for angels now, is
No, you
there,
don't see
really?
much of them these days,
No,
do you?
no.
Mrs. Wisby saw one, actually, the other day in the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, she saw this angel. Actually, it turned out to be a burglar. She went down on her knees praying to it. It was in the kitchen whipping away her silver. Ghastly business.
Yeah, terrible.
Have you seen that bloody Leonardo da Vinci cartoon?
No.
I couldn't see the bloody joke. Went down there, nothing.
Yeah. Well, of course, you know, Peter, a sense of humour must have changed over the years,
Of
you
course
know.
it has. That's why it's not funny.
No, I bet when that Da Vinci cartoon first came out, I bet people were killing themselves. You know? I bet old Da Vinci had an accident when he done it.
But it's difficult to see the joke, just that lady sitting there with the children round her. It's not much of a joke as far as I'm concerned, Dad.
No, well, apart from that, Pete, it's a different culture.
Yeah.
It's Italian, you see.
Italianate, in any case.
We don't understand it. I mean, for instance, the mousetrap did terribly in Pakistan.
I didn't know that. Another thing we've wasted money on is that bloody Cézanne, Grande Baigneurs.
Yeah.
Have you seen that load of rubbish?
No.
It's over there.
Oh,
there
yeah.
it is, those fat nude ladies with their bottoms towards you.
Yeah.
That's Les Grandes Baigneurs. You know what it means, don't you?
What's it?
Big bathers.
Is that all?
That's all it means, big bathers. 500,000 quid we pay for that. Those nude women come out of our pocket, Dad.
Yeah. Works out about £50,000 a body, doesn't it?
Well, you could get the real nude ladies over there for that price.
Yeah. My Aunt Dolly would have done it for nothing.
She does anything for nothing, doesn't she? Yeah. Filthy old cow. You enjoying that sandwich? Mine's appalling, I'll tell you that much. It's worse than the paintings, my sandwich.
Yeah. Of course, you know, Pete. You can't tell.
I know, you've just seen the Leonardo da Vinci joke, have you?
Yeah. Right. I've got to say, you can't tell whether that's a good painting or not because you can't see their eyes, whether they follow you around the room.